Do feelings really have a place at work? We're all emotional beings and we experience a wide variety of feelings every day, and they shape our behaviour and our decisions. But when it comes to work, feelings are often seen as a liability. I see a clear bias to us wanting to be much more rational than we are emotional at work. And we certainly need to get this balance right. But I strongly believe that emotions matter, especially if we work in a large team or business where everything that we achieve is with or through other people. And I'm not alone in believing this. Many studies show that emotional intelligence, or the ability to recognize and manage our emotions, is a key predictor of success. And that's because emotions play a crucial role in building relationships and fostering teamwork. When we connect with somebody on an emotional level, we're much more likely to trust and support each other. And this leads to better communication, increased creativity and productivity, and ultimately higher job satisfaction. On the other hand, when we squash our emotions, we don't banish them, we simply invite other feelings of frustration, isolation, and disengagement. No matter how biased we are towards being rational rather than emotional at work, we are human, and wherever we go, we take our emotions. So when we work with our emotions, we can use them as a guide to help us make better decisions, to communicate more effectively, and to respond to challenges in a more productive way. For example, if we're feeling frustrated with a colleague, we can see this as an issue that we need to address. And by acting on it, we have a chance of improving our communication skills and building trust. When we ignore this frustration, it doesn't magically disappear. It festers, and it's more likely to turn into something really negative rather than become the catalyst for something positive. So emotions matter. They play a critical role in shaping our relationships, impacting our performance, and in signaling our overall well-being. This is why it's important to notice how we're feeling. Our emotions are signposts and we can't ignore them. But that doesn't mean we act on every emotion we feel, but noticing them is important, and we're generally not very good at that. Brené Brown, a leading US professor and author known for her work on leadership, did some research on this with 7,000 people over 5 years. She found that the average number of emotions that people can name without prompting is 3: happy, sad, and angry. And yes, these were adult professionals in a work environment. So if you struggle to name more nuanced emotions, you're not alone. There are more than 80 emotions that we experience, and the more specific we can get about what we're actually feeling, the clearer the information we receive. And then we can decide what to do with that information rather than ignoring the feeling, but still reacting blindly to it. For example, if we're feeling surprised, are we confused or delighted? They're very different emotions. If we're feeling angry, are we just irritated or are we enraged? Once we know what we're feeling, we can decide what course of action we need to take because we've understood what the emotion is trying to tell us. The emotional wheel is a really helpful tool to help us in getting specific about what we're feeling, so we can use that emotion to take us in the right direction. We're human. It's our emotions that separate us from machines. So let's use them to make better decisions.